The concept of ultimate evil, of an evil individual that exists as the enemy of God, and who, by the way, would like nothing better than to deceive the people of God, you and I, and rob us of our spiritual destiny, which is, of course, an authentic, passionate, intimate relationship with God Himself, is a concept that exists in both Judaism and Christianity. And in both those faith systems, that individual is known as Satan or Hasatan. He occupies a fairly prominent position in Christian teaching, where he is recognized as a rebellious angel. He is the source of all evil, and he will meet his ultimate destruction at the end of days. In Judaism, the focus is often not on that individual demonic being, so much as it's on the evil inclination, that tendency to sin that exists in the hearts of all human beings. However, that evil individual that exists in Christianity is also seen in Judaism. Both faith systems, for instance, recognize Satan as the accuser in the book of Zechariah and in the book of Job. And other writings and teachings in Judaism discuss that demonic realm in great detail, as well as the evil forces that exist in the world today. Teachings very, very similar to those of Christianity. There is one place, however, where Jews and Christians see things differently, and I'd like to share that with you. It is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, beginning in verse 12. How you are fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. How you are cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations. For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit on the mount of the congregation on the farthest side of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Christian theology says that's the story of a dazzlingly beautiful angel named Lucifer, created by God, who rebelled against God and was cast out of heaven. He has existed through time as the enemy of God, of all that is godly, of all that is righteous. And Christians recognize parallels with Luke chapter 10 and Revelation chapter 9, where the same terminology is used to discuss Satan. Judaism, however, sees those verses in a very different way. They recognize this portion of Isaiah as a prophetic narrative regarding the destruction of the Babylonian Empire, with Lucifer, the morning star, being Nebuchadnezzar himself, who exalted himself above God and ultimately met destruction. Two very, very different ways of viewing those verses, but I suggest there is one strikingly important similarity, and that's pride. Pride is at the heart of both of those interpretations. We have two beings, two individuals who are strong and powerful and talented and gifted, and they become so puffed up, so filled with self-sufficiency and self-love and self-exaltation that they actually exalt themselves above God. They are filled with the ugliness and evil of pride. C.S. Lewis says, pride is spiritual cancer that eats away even the possibility of love or contentment or servanthood. And both Judaism and Christianity see pride in the very, very same way. The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, tells us that God says, I hate pride and arrogance. Chapter 11 says, pride brings disgrace. And chapter 16 says, it brings destruction. Psalm 59 tells us that the prideful are known by their lies. The prophet Jeremiah said, Let not the wise boast in their wisdom, the mighty boast in their might, the rich boast in their riches. It's as if the writings of the apostles take up that same thought and say, as God's chosen ones then, let us clothe ourselves in humility. Ah, humility. That is the path to that spiritual destination, to that passionate, authentic, intimate relationship with God. And it is not an easy path. It's a difficult one. Every day, every hour, sometimes every minute, having to consciously make the choice to be a humble servant, to follow God's ways and not my own selfish desires. I know that Nebuchadnezzar and Satan both would like to convince the people of God that that kind of humility is weakness, but it's not. In God's eyes, humility is wisdom, it is power, it is beauty. So let's not let Satan lie to us anymore. Let's walk that path of humility. It is the path to that relationship with God that we so desire, and it is the choice that will bring profound joy to the heart of God.